These were some of the best highlights from the 2024 Esports World Cup semi-finals between OpTic Gaming and FaZe.
Set up off that rotation over towards red because there's a lot of pressure from OpTic Gaming. Through that front side, they're able to take care of shotzzy. Kenny's able to find that trade, but Dashy on 5 in a row. Kenny earn an early cruise.
Wow, clean shots over to the back bar, heady onto Celium. Simp finds the trade, but it comes at the cost of the cruise missile and the rotation being lost. P2 opens on up. Fred holding the MCW, looking to see if he can control this back jump wall, but the rest of FaZe through mid-map, starting to come back on through. Simple drop. shotzzy also finds one at Adraza, and there is no break here for FaZe. Talk about here. I mean, legitimately, this is just a mismatch. Cell from the back, try to deal with the trophy system and the rest of the OpTic members in the hardpoint, but there's just no good fights to take. And it's another 3-for-1 feed. I mean, we can't even break this down. This is just sit back, relax, and watch OpTic dominate.
And now OpTic Gaming are gonna walk with that final. This is a different kind of animal in OpTic Gaming. They're already up by 100 points. They're soaking up this P1 time again. This time Sip is trying to hold down that top 3 positioning, but as soon as he finds one, the trade comes in, and now Dash on 6, making 7 in a row. Another cruise missile for Bruce.
You just can't let Bruce stay on a high ground position like that. He's just not gonna miss. 21-7, kill number 22 around the corner. What? Are we kidding?
God.
What are we talking about? 166-38, and it's not getting any better for FaZe.
Yeah, this ain't even close. Like, I don't know if Atlanta FaZe only need 31 seconds to close out this map, number 1. Not finding a couple kills off the rotation, so Atlanta giving themselves an opportunity, but you see those close spawns still in the back for OpTic, and now you have a free pinch from shotzzy.
Actually good for the opener, not gonna get the second, but lots of damage tallies, means that Kenny can get his trade, and then the turn back around, gets the read on Cell's pinch, and this is how the game likely comes to an end. And look how OpTic are spawning FaZe so far across the map. They've got every bit of contest they could possibly need for the final 15.
Yeah, this is not good if you are Atlanta FaZe, not the way you wanted to start your championship Sunday, and here's when you let all the streaks start to rain. Give the call out to your teammates, realize where the pressure is coming from, everybody to iron up, final 5 seconds.
And it's gonna have to be onto a BZ. 1v1, not one. I mean, that's it. Just single-handedly speaking, individual 1v1s.
MCW in this position, but he's gonna try to make a play happen, and the BZ playing patient gets the better of him.
That's another good homework moment. We saw shotzzy use that same route every single defense, it felt like, over the course of the weekend. And maybe a little bit of information gained by BZ, but good patience regardless. Leaves Pred completely by himself, finding the first off the window. Secondary shots are beautiful, and he's got help nearby. That's maybe an opportunity for Dashy to keep him up, but not gonna happen. Leaves Pred now have to work the 1v2 and possible ace.
He spots Draza. So can he get the info as well onto Celium? He's gonna be able to recover that bomb, gets the freebie. He's gonna turn this into a 1v1.
Cell, the other side of it. Looking to take away space. Pred able to lock him down, and the 1v2 ace comes out for Pred. What a moment.
A 1v2 ace, a 2v4 clutch, or basically a 1v4 clutch because Pred gets it done by himself.
Well, shots are still coming out of Dashy. Kenny looking to work around the middle of the map. I don't know if Dashy has seen Bull. That's the question. Looks like he's given enough space to allow Kenny to jump on for the plant. Shots exchanged between BZ and Dashy. Draza watching for the exit, clean. Now it's just down to 1, and Dashy's already isolated, so now it's just to a 1v1 situation. Dashy versus Draza, another AR battle, and Draza the opening peak, clean shots on the corner, and enough for Draza to clutch things up with him finding 3 in the round.
Yeah, that was beautifully played right there out of Draza in the 2v2 scenario. He realized that he was able to spot.
There are some elements to still be considered here as we jump into round number 5, and FaZe will take an aggressive setup with the trophy system down over towards the underground.
Yeah, they're pushing aggressively through bottom pit, so gotta be ready for this play if you are OpTic Gaming, and they were prepared for that aggression. They find the initial 2 kills. Draza effective on the trade, but man advantage OpTic.
Yeah, this is just not where you want to be as FaZe's defense. shotzzy gets tagged down to a bullet, but stays alive. He'll be the one to collect the bomb. Meanwhile, I said Pred had an angle over towards Cell's direction, but as Cell makes his way into the A site, he actually finds the kill. So now it's just to a 2v2, but still there are questions for FaZe on where exactly this OpTic offense is.
Celium's at least getting the read on where the play is going to be developing as that bomb does go down. He's pushing his way behind enemy lines, going to take his sweet time working behind the spawn. And it's a crossfire setup from OpTic Gaming towards B Street.
Time on OpTic's side at the moment. Cell and Draza taking their time, but the shots from Cell are great. But shotzzy hasn't taken any shots of his own. So now there's question marks on where he's at. First 1v1 is good. Pistol out and almost. You thought for maybe a second he was going to pull the beatdown out, but Draza too clean with the shots. Will get FaZe to 4.
And that's all comes down to Cell.
Not enough to make up on the scoreboard, though. So now it's going to have to be 5 in a row for OpTic Gaming. Otherwise, it'll be a very convincing map number 2 for FaZe. aBeZy thinking he's got time and space to maybe get a little bit aggressive, but his window is just barely missed.
Team kill.
Yeah, and that's enough for aBeZy to find one. Pops back open. He's got every other member for OpTic around him. That's enough to catch shotzzy before he can jump to safety, and now it's just down to Kenny. His now position is known. Kenny gets the beatdown though on to Cell. Now it's just down to aBeZy, who finds the final 1v1, and what a bounce back for FaZe. 6-1 in map number 2.
And that was a 2v4 clutch. aBeZy was stuck between a rock and a hard.
They do get taken down from actually stopping the clock on the B zone, and with the spawn from Cell, that allows them to move over towards Water Street. FaZe are going to test their luck over towards A. And with the first blood going the direction of aBeZy, there's a chance where you could stack and get some early progress here.
And it was just great plays from Sip, causing havoc over at that B point. You open up the lane over at A. First segment already in. All the initial kills in favor of Atlanta. That's 3 dead. Playing for the 4th. The double stack is going to be in. And Draza, he's communicating.
Stack, 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 stack. I think that's, I'm not, professional lip reader, but it did look like that may have been the call, and they will get the extra 60 seconds. So what a gut check call for FaZe. With the middle of 1 and 5. So, the kills continue to be dominated by OpTic as they set up a very aggressive zone in front of the B point. FaZe looking to work back through mid. You've got Pred watching one angle, and Kenny getting deep in towards Ice Cream. This is not where you want the ARs of OpTic to land. And Dashy, a little fadeaway onto Cell, takes down 2, and OpTic continue to dominate in the kill feed.
If you shoot against the Batman, you better be shooting straight, because that guy does not miss bullets. He's on 4 in a row. And at the same time, Draza at least finds an opening on that pinch. So one player coming off the respawn, you're able to take care of Kenny out of Ice Cream. Now Dashy has to clutch up and get a couple more.
Space through mid-map, though, for FaZe. Time becoming a bit of an issue. Dashy will be shut down, only getting 4 in a row. Alerted, though, is Kenny and shotzzy, and as they try to hold ground in towards the backside of the B point, it's just down to finding Draza. And he may have slipped the net here. Simp on the point does get taken down, so Draza's going to have to step in to stop the clock at 16 seconds.
16 seconds to go, 9v9 in lives remaining. Draza just hoping that his teammates can watch over him. He's trying to put the game clock at a pause, but Dashy again finds a double. You send in shotzzy to find the 3rd. That's a clean 4 dead. Would look to be a dominant round to start it all for Atlanta FaZe. OpTic come back swinging with a 2-minute hold at that B point.
Unreal scenes, man. And we're going to exit away from this saying, hey, it's just 3 ticks of background. Dashy, who continues to give him a bit of a workout here. Holy cow. OpTic now taking a chance to play through the OE. 25 seconds. They got to make their move.
And Dashy continue to pepper because your teammates are applying the pressure on the deep side. So you're hoping you can set up the crossfires, but more effective trades coming in from Atlanta. Now it leads to Pred being the farthest player pushed on up. With only 15 seconds left, I don't think that OpTic Gaming are going to be able to get close towards A.
Likely not, unless Pred can find kills through Water Street and allow this run-up to be very clean. And whoa, hold on a second. Timing here is decent. Finds Sim for the first. Draza fighting from inside the zone. Connected from OpTic. Stop the clock. Kenny trying to get there. Not going to happen. And no one else will touch. So FaZe respond with an equally as impressive
have players like Selim contesting over towards Water Street. So how do OpTic Gaming decide to apply pressure here?
And that's exactly how FaZe counteract the opportunity for OpTic to even consider possibly putting anything in play. So now you've got a cruise missile earned for Draza. The Water Street's wide open. Draza could play through laundry, an extra 60 seconds on the clock. I mean, it's a laundry list of things going right here for FaZe.
They're already in the point as well. Draza spots the first player on the cross. He sets up his teammate into aBeZy for that first kill. Now the double stack is going to be in, but you do not have a trophy system. So if you are OpTic Gaming, throw everything that you got.
All opening shots are good. Kenny dealt with. Zipper on the back almost turns that into a double. Now it's just down to 1, though. Good shots out of Dashy. Able to find the first cleanly. Second tick of progress, though. Gonna get locked in. Pred v Cell, maybe for the round here, but Cell will be stunned up. Maybe doesn't make a difference. He still takes 1 with him.
And now it's more difficult because already Atlanta FaZe worked their way out of their spawn. A lot of pressure around this mid-map area, and if you are OpTic Gaming, you are forced to iron up, clutch up in these gunfights. Pred strikes for the first. Draza effective on the trade, but look at the clinch coming in from aBeZy.
Yeah, but aBeZy has been damaged up pretty heavily.
Oh!
What? Oh my goodness. Almost the finesse of aBeZy's career right there. But OpTic deal with it, and in that moment, they also regain close spawns to keep this defense alive.
And Atlanta have a minute and 45, up by 7 lives. Only 13 remaining for OpTic. Big nade over the top, and this is where the cruise missile is going to get invested. Abizi finds another. Yep. They gain the info that the last player was in towards Cafe. That's already 3 dead. The double stack is going to be in, and this might be the round.
Yeah, sure feels that way. shotzzy also taken from behind over towards Laundry.
At the crossfire setup, OpTic are not going to have a good time here.
You cannot allow Draza and Simp to take control of this B-side tank either, and this is just getting disastrous for OpTic's offensive hopes. Sell on 4 in a row, trying to back up to safety on the water bridge, and he's got help nearby. Simp keeps him alive. Abizi follows up behind it, and OpTic are trapped in Palace.
50 seconds to go. You have to work your way out now and hopefully not allow the streaks to develop on the side of Celium. Cruise missile earned. 20 and 13 out of this young man. Leading EWC in the KD department. All of Atlanta FaZe trapping OpTic Gaming in towards the backside of this Palace area. And they are simply running out of time.
Yep. I mean, they've only got 2 kills, have OpTic. And it's still staying that way.
My.
28 plays 17. And you just gotta feel like the conversations are already starting to happen for Subbase, because how do you break through this? Draza now on 3 in a row. Maybe one last desperate hope, but no! Simp crushes dreams on 5. Maybe not even needed to get the 6, because let's be candid, OpTic are not getting either of these zones.
And if you're selling, just call in the cruise missile. Who cares? There's only 7 seconds left. OpTic is still going to be tapped into the spawn. You're watching the overextension over towards B. Production already knows we don't even got to see the end of the map, because that's Atlanta FaZe again dominating on another control versus OpTic.
In their way, trying to see if he can catch Simp. A moment of second guessing, but he eventually is able to find him, locate, and also confirm the kill.
Yeah, you couldn't lose track of Simp right there, because he potentially would have spawned you all the way across the map. But Atlanta take 15 seconds at that P1, but Pred single-handedly dominating off this rotation. He is going to allow one player to slip on by, but the teammates holding down the spawns are able to respawn and take down Celium. So now OpTic Gaming in the position to run this score up here at P2.
Interesting route here for number 5 in green. shotzzy's going to get to top glass to make sure the maze stays safe. So this is going to make sure that OpTic have their full focus on what comes through warehouse and what could potentially hit them to the P2 stairs. Fred, the first one in action. Good for the opener. Now it's down to getting a read on everybody else, and that's what you expect. The problem is Abizi has gotten around the back, and there's a chance.
Now OpTic taking away a lot of the space on the left side of your minimap over towards Jens, but you would want Dashy to find that kill. Celium again, finding another clutch gunfight. Now the rest of the teammates swarm their way through the middle of the map. Easy break for Atlanta. Now all of OpTic spawning at warehouse.
Quick reactions from FaZe. Not able to just get the players out of the key positions towards P2, but the snaps up to the warehouse high ground, also good. 40 points. Again, the lead for FaZe. Growing beyond that as OpTic can't go through warehouse anymore, and they're being shut down on the long route by Abizi. Fighting, but OpTic desperately trying to hold on. We jump into an OpTic Gaming. Listen it.
I need time.
I spawn out, PJ. Wasn't hit right late, bro.
Big kill on time.
Watch out, 8 ball time. Can I, our boxes. And he's laying down our boxes.
Carry him
on time.
Watch your server.
I carry him still.
Start aping the time, bro. Let's go. Come on.
Yeah.
One long. I can kill the guy right.
He's the server on top. Still out tunnel. One's out tunnel. Both sides on time. Both sides.
Simple time.
Might be from B2, bro. Could be from B2.
I can try to play it.
I hear.
Simple time. Absolute. One lock is. Lock is in simple time. Absolute. Lock is simple time. Absolute.
Rockets here. Cat room. Cat room ape. He's just going old. He's going old. One's out summer. One's out summer.
Let's go.
Front tunnel. All right, front node. Both node. Last two node. FT node.
Just push it.
Hey, what would a BZ? Half health for me.
All right, I needed it for you, bro. Take your time.
Abe on
We're gonna top cat, boys.
Abe stood out. Abe stood out.
Top hill. Top's not going.
We gotta live. I'm trying to play duo.
So dead, dude.
Two on you guys.
Top
I hear.
I wrapped the right.
I'm taking left.
There's 2 on dudes. One more. He's close.
Time to
You're all over time.
I'm
I got one on you.
That's two.
On me.
Nice job. Missing one.
Probably dark or some shit.
Yeah, get me back on me.
I'm circling.
I'll see him.
Top B2 guys. Last guy. He's on time.
On time.
Low right.
I'm dead.
Nice.
Spawning in the back.
There's one tunnel guys.
I
stun him dark.
I get you top in 1 second.
I was dark.
Copy 2. Shut up.
Dark.
Side on me. Side over the cave. Cider.
Get that
Last guy sell. Should be close.
Yeah, I'm with you, Ken.
I'm playing close right. Play close right.
I'll block.
I'm loading, Ken.
I'm blocking.
Loading, Ken. I'm on shot.
I got need it. There's 3 against 10. 3 there. All day.
2 loading, 3.
All day. Forklift. They can go outside.
2 loading.
Oh, good.
2 loading the plant roll.
Every side plat.
Here we
go. Outside plat. They can go right.
So's he's super weak.
Let play the right.
I'm trying to get the right.
Really weak side.
Really weak side.
I 2
Yeah, 1
Hold down,
P1.
1
P1.
I 5 node.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
P1. He's gonna go top snow. I think he's wrapping top snow.
I hear.
I have the right, okay? I have the right.
I'll stun 8 top side.
Yeah.
I have the right.
I have time.
I have your low P5. You can play out.
I'm a tunnel.
Some struggles there, going from 1 to 2. OpTic do a decent job on the second hill, but the gap is still 100 points, which means they need a full 60 here at New, and Simp again from the front is able to take the 2 contestants of OpTic out of the hill, and a BZ slams Dashy as the break is already good.
The season MVP walked his way right through mid-tunnel and is able to find a 3-piece, and at the same time, that's why your Tiny Terror duo in a BZ blocking that back spawn, spawning OpTic all the way across the map, and now Chris Slayer, he's everywhere on 5 in a row. Trying to find the 6 for the cruise missile, and there it is.
Well, this has been just about as clean as you get. Atlanta's gonna get the 230. One last final comms check with FaZe, trying to take down the defending champs.
MC's on you. I have time. Try to block. The next kill league spawns out probably.
I'm going secret, okay?
They're still spawning. In the back, in the back. Last two. Last kid. Oh, I'm out ramp. I have mid.
Yep. Yeah, nice. I have a streak. I'm streaking.
I don't have secret.
Call him out. Listen. Yo, 2 warehouse, 2 front.
That P2.
P2. 2 comms. P2.
Yo, comms up with P2.
I'll get on P2.
We're good.
Well, it looked like FaZe about to put the game away here, but a team kill comes out of the cruise missile. OpTic will hold on by getting in from the front. FaZe split spawning, still trying to find the final 10.
OpTic have the numbers. They just have to find these
Time
gunfights.
looking good. Dashy, red on the pinch attempt over towards warehouse. So now you got to move quickly if you're OpTic. You cannot allow Atlanta to find any time.
Absolutely not. You have to work your way over towards top snow. You gotta contest this hill early on, as now Atlanta FaZe only 10 seconds away from securing this series.
Last hit for OpTic. Shotzzy right around the back. Last 3 seconds now coming through, and it's just down to Kenny, and it's Straza who finds all 3. It may have been a slow start, but it's a heck of a hot finish as Atlanta FaZe take down the world champs of OpTic Gaming in 4.